I'm live here. Idiot of the day, Jeff here. Commit, don't quit. Live stream. Today we're calling it romantic. It's the day before Valentine's Day. And what else are you going to be for the next 24, 48 hours? But yeah, we're live. I don't want to say I'm testing. I'm trying something out. I may switch it in midstream, but I'm just trying to see if when it does air, if anybody catches this today. So it's not as perfect as I'd like it to be, but it's just messing around with a few things and see if we this works today. Steve Believe Guitar. Steve, it's good to see you. Hola. Nice to have you here. I'm testing. I don't actually have a green screen, Steve, but I used a program called ChromaCam, and it's not 100% as you can see, but I just thought I'd try it out. Gives a couple different backgrounds, and it allows you to. I removed everything. As you can see, it's not an image. This is ChromaCam. It's like I said, it's not 100%. You can see, but you may be there, Steve. You may not. I don't know. But like I said, I'm just testing it. Desmond Saunders, Dave, how are you? Sexy background. Yeah, and as you can see, the image. Look at, I can disappear. Watch this. This is the best. Anyways, like I said, I'm just messing around with it. So it's not an actual green screen or anything. It's just a program, and it puts like an imprint to the name and that. And as you can see, it's not as if you're using chroma key and with a green screen. It's a little glitchy, but it is what it is. And I thought I'd test it out. I probably in the midstream or something, I'm actually going to take it out and just bring our kitchen back into the background. But I thought I'd wait to get a couple of people in just to see if what they think of it. Like I said, it's glitchy, and it's not a green screen. It's just a program, so we'll see what happens. Desmond Saunders, Dave, it's good to see a Country Cycle Cam. Yeah, I see your hand disappearing a bit, but love the image. Yeah, it's different. Hey, Country Cycle Cam. It's cool. I literally about half an hour before we went live, I just messed around with it. I wanted to see. I'd actually have to have a green screen and make a chroma key, and then I wouldn't have this glitchiness. I could just remove everything, and everything would be perfect. But like I said, until I get one, I thought I'd try it out. That's all it is. Plenamore, Sebastian, how you doing? Michelle, Farico, how are you? It's good to see you. Steve Leaf, wait a second, I want that too. Steve, it's awesome, but I'm gonna order a green screen. I think they're $20 or $30 or $40 off Amazon. Once I have that, then there's another program. You set up I guess it's called Chroma Key. Once you set that up, the glitchiness wouldn't be here like it is for this program. I guess you can pay for this too, and then you wouldn't have the watermark saying Chroma Cam. But it is really glitchy. It's almost like Max Headroom-ish from the 80s. But yeah, Steve, thanks. Welcome. Michael Murphy, hey, good afternoon, Jeff. I saw you disappear there in a minute. Yes. I'm just messing around with a few things, Michael. I'd like to get a green screen, but I'm going to look on Amazon, like I was saying. Once I can get that, I can just remove all this, and then I can put myself in the forest in the back, and I like that image better. But this is, like I said, I was just messing around for about half an hour with this, and like I said, it is glitchy, but why not try it and see what... Literally, I want to see when Joe comes in. She's going to come in at some time. And then once she's in, a few other people see it, then I'll remove it. I'll take it off Chroma Key, put it on the Logitech webcam, and then you'll see my kitchen again. But at least you'll see the forest in the background. It's the Redwood National Park. It's the scene from there in the background. But this is some setting in Chroma Cam. That's all. Just ate. Judy Ann, hi, how are you? Happy Wednesday. Yes. Jimmy C and friends. Hey, how are you? Welcome. It's so good to see you. I've got something here that arrived about 5 minutes before I went on air. I'm not going to show you now. I'm going to have Joe probably later this evening. We have to take Ethan to swimming, and then once she comes home, she's all excited about it. We've been waiting 2 weeks now for it. Once she comes home, we're going to... it's not an unboxing, but it's an unboxing for us. We want to show it to you, but we didn't want to talk or show it to you till it arrives. So we'll show it to you later this evening. We're going to do probably a 5-10 minute live sometime later on this evening. Like I said, it's not going to be long. It'll probably be 10 minutes or so. But just pretty much to show you everything that came in there. And then we'll go from there. But Steve Believe Video Day, once you got the green screen, you can add the chroma key into OBS pretty easy. Yeah, I watched Green Bay Wacky with it, Steve, and you know what? It does look, but I have to get it. Once I get that green screen, then I can get rid of, because it allows you to set up a green screen even with another program. And but the only thing is you have to have some kind of image back there. This chroma cam, you don't. It just literally allows you to go live like this. But as you can see, it's glitchy. It's like Max Headroom-ish. Paint your kitchen green. Oh, Michael, I love that. That's amazing. Wouldn't that be funny if oh my gosh, could you imagine? Joe comes home, the whole kitchen is green. I think that'd be it. I'm done at that point. Let's put it this way. If you saw our bathroom, it's like blood red. People lived here before. I don't know who they were, but literally, it's the weirdest bathroom I've ever seen. I've never been in a bathroom like this, but our bathroom, like everything else, is just, you know, the beige and cream colors in the bedrooms, and our kids' rooms, one's pink and one's blue. That's fine, but literally, the washroom is blood red. It's so creepy. It's like some out of a horror movie. But anyways. Oh gosh, it's good to have you here. Excuse me, I'm losing it today. Good to have everybody here. Thanks very much for dropping. Michelle, hit that like for Jeff, please. Thanks. Michelle, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hall and Ash, hey, wow, it looks cool. It's glitchy, Hall and Ash, but you know, I'm just goofing around with it. And once I get the green screen, I can get rid of this chroma cam. Actually, I'm only literally, I want my wife to see when she comes on. I just want her to see that we can actually remove the kitchen. And if we got the green screen, this won't be glitchy like it is. It's really touchy and stuff like that. But I do like it, but the chroma key and the green screen itself will fix all this. It'll bypass this program. But for now, I mean, it's free, right? It took me 10 minutes to download it and install it. And there's a bunch of different scenes, but this was the nicest scene I found. Joseph Girl, hey! Joseph, how are you? It's good to see you. Steve, it's blood red. It's like some out of a horror movie. It looks like something out of a vampire movie or something, Steve. It's dark red. It's the creepiest thing. My wife's like, we won't live here long. We'll get rid of it. But for the time being, she says, we're not painting it. I don't care. I said, yeah, no, I don't care. We've been here for a couple of years. Probably in the next year or so we'll be out of here. So she says, we're not doing it. That's their problem. Joseph, hello. It's good to see you. Desmond Saunders hides the mess when cutting up. Dave, that's the best. You're right, Dave. I imagine the last people that lived here, maybe that's what they did. I don't know. Give me a second, just have some water. Dave, Desmond's Donders. Michelle, wasn't that funny? It was hilarious. Oh, you're not glitching that much. Okay, Steve. I know, but it's weird. On here, it seems to be so glitchy. But the green screen, I know, will remove the glitchiness. That's the one thing. It just asks you to use either your webcam or the chroma cam, and I use that, and this opens up. But like I said, hopefully if Joe gets in here, I'll let her see it quickly. Then I'll reverse it so you don't have to look at it, the glitchiness and stuff. But it is cool. Like, I can remove and go up and look at that. Isn't that weird? Weirdest thing ever. Joseph Girl, I got promoted head custodian, yeah, manager level. Oh my gosh, Joseph, that's amazing. Congratulations. Everybody congratulate Joseph. I'm so happy for you, my friend. Hall and Ash, remove the kitchen. Did somebody forget to do the dishes today? Six Hand Spice, how you doing? No, I'm literally, you know, my wife, me too, we wanted to try to remove the kitchen, like the image of the kitchen. That's all it is, but we have other ways to remove it with images in the background, but I thought I'd try this today, see how it worked. But like I said, I know it's a little touchy and glitchy. It's not perfect like some of the people have it, but just thought I'd try it, that's all. Yes, congrats, Joseph, like Michael Murphy says. That's so awesome, my friend. That is awesome. I imagine you must be so happy about it. That is amazing. Way to go, my friend. That is awesome. Six Hand Spice, cool screens. What do you do about live glitches? What to do about live glitches? Yeah, unfortunately, Six Hand Spice, the glitch is from this program. It's... If I had a green screen, I wouldn't use this program, and it wouldn't be like the odd movements, and you wouldn't see me like disappearing like this. But this is just a free program you can use, and like I said, I literally 15-20 minutes, about 20 minutes before I went live, I was messing around. I came across this on YouTube. I'm like, I'm gonna try it. I did, and it works, but it's just a little touchy. Let's put it this way: if I put the other images up, it's worse. It's even glitchier. This one seems to be, I guess it's lighter, and it seems to, I don't want to say stabilize, but it seems to be just like a tad bit better than the others. Let's see, Joseph Girl. I'm excited, happy about this. Finally waited for a long time. Oh, Joseph, I'm so happy for you. That's amazing. You know what? You deserve it, my friend. Oh my gosh, you must be so happy. Imagine to tell everybody that. I can't wait to Joe here. She's gonna be excited for you. She'll be so excited for you. That's awesome. Congratulations. Yes, Jimmy C and friends. Attaboy, Joe. That's amazing. It is, isn't it, everybody? Everybody congratulate Joseph Girl. That's amazing for him. We're so happy for you, Joe. Let's see. Oh, Holland Ash looks cool, glitch or not. Yeah, no, I think it does too. And I would like that image in the background. I actually love that image. But there is a way to get rid of it. I just have to put an order in through Amazon to get, I think you can get a couple different ones. You can get a blue screen or green screen. I think they're about $25, $35, $40. They're really fairly reasonable. You get them, you put the image in, and then the program, I think it's called Chroma Key, what I read about, and that will help you, I don't know if it's OBS or, I think it's OBS will allow you to actually remove everything in the background, and then when you do go live, I think you have to keep the screen up while you're live, but as long as everything's running, you got the Chroma Key going, you remove it completely, and then whatever image, like you see this is Redwood National Park scene in the background, so if I got rid of this, that's all you'd see, and then literally you could see me, it's almost like I'd just be sitting in the park itself, the national park itself, so I think that'd be kind of cool. Let's see here. Joseph Crow says, now I can't be a goofball at work no more. Joseph, I'm sure you weren't, but no, that's awesome. I imagine you've probably done that for a long time, and you know what, it is good when they promote good people, Joseph. So you know what, we know that you are in the first place. So that's amazing, Joseph. That's awesome. That is so good for you. Joe's gonna be so happy for you. Huge congrats, Joseph. Feeling so much joy for you. Yeah, Judy Ann, that is amazing. Yes, let's party. Oh my gosh, if I could play music for you, Joseph, I would crank the music. I don't have anything other than a few things off the YouTube library, but that's amazing. Fitz a Bake, hey, what's up? It's good to see you, Fitz. You had a good video. You did a good video with the waffle iron with the chocolate chips and stuff. Let's put it this way, Fitz. In the title, when I saw chocolate chip, that was it. You had me at chocolate chip. Oh, excuse me. No, it was a good job. She did a nice job. Let's see, Desmond's daughter, is it Fitz a Bakes, or should I say Aquaman? That's right. That's right. That's a cool. You know what? Your avatar, for your channel, Fitz, looks amazing. It does look cool. That avatar looks amazing. Let's see here. Excuse me about this. Sorry, out and about outdoors with Ron and friends. Howdy, buddy. Hey, howdy. How are you? It's good to see you. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. As you can see, I'm in the desert. It's like I'm working for the PGA now. I'm going to be announcing Jack Nicklaus and Tiger Woods are entering the Greenway. Anyways, yeah, we're just using a goofy program. I'm just testing a few things, and I like it. So I think I'm gonna order a green screen off YouTube. Yeah, hey, YouTube. Do you think you can get me a green screen? I'll send you $30 or $40. It'll be on its way, right? Anyways, yeah, I think I'm gonna order one off Amazon and probably take a week or two to get here, and then if I get that set up, I'll use it on this. And as far as I can see, I want Joe to see it. I want my wife to see it. She's at work. She's a little busy, so she may get on, she may not. But needless to say, I'm gonna run it until she gets here, and if she doesn't get here, I'll let her see it on the playback, and then I'll go back to the other screens and that tomorrow, but I literally just want her to see it. I think she'll be like, yeah, maybe we need to get a green screen. But I mean, they're reasonable, so why not? SM64ZFX, am I losing a lot of subs? I just lost 7. No, I'll tell you, the last 2 or 3 weeks for me, I would gain about 2 or 3, and then I lose 4 or 5. And then I gain 1, and then I lose about 4 or 5 again. And then I couldn't get like 7 or 8 for 3 weeks. It just literally, I started a point and then I dropped, and say I was at a certain point, I'd go even below so say whatever number, it was like something 90. If I got up to 97, then it would go back to 88 or 86, and then it would keep dropping back and forth. I don't know what it is, but it's been the last 3, I don't know about you, but for ourselves here, I found the last 2.5, 3 weeks, it's just been back and forth, and I'm not sure what's happening. But I mean, I guess what are we gonna do? But hopefully everything works. SM64ZFX, I really do. Let's see here. The Life of Grace and Logan vlogs. Hey, how are you? Welcome. Thank you very much for coming. As you can see, I'm running the PGA tour with Tiger Woods and Jack Nicholson and Greg Norman. I don't know anything about golf, so I'm just kind of goofing around. But that's all I can think of. Every time I see golf, it looks like the announcers are at a back set like this or something. Either that or this is like the backdrop for Little House on the Prairie. Fitzbake says, noted all videos from now on have chocolate chips somewhere in the title. You got it, Fitz. Oh my gosh. Every time I see anything on... Let's put it this way. I'm not a big candy person or anything, but I always tell the kids I've never been a candy or anything person, but if you name anything with chocolate, something about chocolate, it's probably not... I know it's not good for me, but the word chocolate is like a teaser for whatever. But oh my gosh, it looks so good. Looks so good, buddy. Let's see. Fitzbake says, thanks, Jeff. I had a little time yesterday before lunch to doodle. Well, it looks awesome. You know, if Desmond Donders and everybody didn't, it does look amazing. You've done a good job. Scrapping Irish, hi, everybody. Hey, Scrapping Irish, how are you? It's good to see you. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. I really do. Pan City Camo Crew Explorers, hi, how are you? It's good to see you. We're at the PGA Tour right now. As you can see, I'm just goofing around with a program. What I'm trying to do is... I've tried images and I can remove the background that way, but with this is a program that it's not a green screen, but it's like it. It removes the image. The only thing is you can see it's glitchy and it's kind of it puts like a line all over the body and face and stuff. But I know it works. Kind of glitchy, but it works. So I'm gonna talk to the wife and see if she's up for it. If we could order one of these green screens. I think they're pretty much about the size of the background and stuff. And once you get one of those, you just film everything. You use this program that I'm using, this OBS program. It allows you in a setting to remove everything else. So then the only thing on your screen would be yourself, like your face, head, and body and stuff like that. And then you could literally put it in any background that you put in. So this national park, this Redwood National Park scene we have in the background, I could literally be sitting there. You wouldn't see the mountains or anything or the palm trees because, you know, I'm in a tropical island or a tropical place like California or something, or Utah or something. But let's see here. Scrapping Irish is saying, hi guys, Desmond's Donders, Dave said, golf, a good walk spoiled. Golf, a good walk spoiled. Oh my gosh, Dave. You know, it's funny, my dad, he loved golf when he was alive. I remember he used to take us out as kids. We never played. I never played a day in my life. I went out with my dad and my uncles and a couple cousins years ago when I was about 15 or 16. I think it was a par 3. It wasn't even like a real course. It was just a smaller version. And this is the only time I ever went golfing other than, you know, the putt-putt, the mini golf places. Other than that, I've never been golfing in my life. I mean, I don't mind it. You know, it's a great sport for people. Just, it's not something I was into, but my dad, he loved it. I remember he'd get up Saturday mornings, him and my uncle, with 5 o'clock, they'd be out Saturday mornings. When I was a kid, I thought, what are they doing? Why don't they just sleep in on the weekends? But every Saturday in the spring and summer, the two of them, I remember that when I was a little kid, we lived in Toronto. They'd get out and they'd be gone every Saturday, the two of them. My uncle and my dad hung out like they were brothers and stuff. And yeah, every Saturday they went out and golfed and that. Maybe they went out and partied. I have no idea. But no, I know they went out and golfed. They seem to enjoy that. Let's see. Fitzbig says chocolate comes from beans and beans are vegetables, so it's health. Fitz, you know what? I'm going to use that one with my doctor. Let's put it this way. I got that type 2 diabetes, so as long as I watch my diet, I'm good. I'm not supposed to eat certain things, and I'm not going to lie to you. I eat everything I'm probably not supposed to in moderation. I have chocolate about once a week, and you know, I have a few things I'm probably not supposed to have, but my wife tries to control me to make sure. But yeah, there are some things that are almost impossible to drop. Desmond's Donders works for me. Oh my gosh, doesn't it, Dave? It certainly does for me too. Let's see. Fitzbake says, oh yeah, for sure, Desmond. One of my favorite vegetables, probably. Yeah, I can imagine telling your wife and that, hey, look at our vegetables. from Beans, right? I think I may have to use that with Joe. Once, this evening when we pick her up, I have to tell her that one fits. She'll love it. Yeah, I'll have to tell her when I see her in that next. Did Jimmy see GTG spread come cheer to my friends? That's awesome. Fits a bake. See it, Jimmy? Yes. Take care, Jimmy. Thanks very much. Dismas Donners. I can disappear for days fishing, but not golf. Dave, I love it. Paul and Ash, me too, Dave. We're Desmond's Donners. Oh, hey, not your average Jojo. Hello, everybody. I guess you must have heard that then, Joe. Fitz of Bakes. They put a video this morning. Chocolate chip with the waffle iron and stuff. So his daughter and that they did a great job, and that his daughter did a great job. But I was saying, you know what? If you put anything with chocolate chip in the title, you got me the word chocolate. And he says maybe that's what I need to do. Just write chocolate in every title. I said, yeah, you might do well with that. But anyways, Fitzbake was saying, you know what? Chocolate comes from a bean, which is healthy, which is a vegetable. So, hey, everything's good, Joe, so I can eat all the chocolate I want now. As you can see, Joe, I messed around with this ChromaCam program. It's a little glitchy, as you can see, but you can see how we could actually remove ourselves and see how it's in the backdrop of, it looks like something like a mountain or like the PGA Tour or something, Golf Tour. But it looks, as you can see, it's real choppy, Joe, but I wanted you to see it, so... and then I told everybody something arrived today. I didn't tell them what it was, but I said maybe this evening we can do like an unboxing and opening of the bag on the air, last 5 or 10 minutes, just to show everybody what it is, because we've been waiting about 2 or 3 weeks for it. About 3 weeks now, so we're excited, but we didn't want to talk or show it till it arrived. So I said I wouldn't talk about it now, but literally we come on for about 5-10 minutes this evening, just for a couple minutes, just to open it up and show them. But not your average. This looks amazing, Jeff. Wow, it does, doesn't it? And I said to everybody, if this program works as good as it does, if the guy that I was watching, and I watched Green Bay Wacky too. Now it looks, I don't want to say it looks easy, but it looks like if you follow the steps, if we get one of these green screens, Joe, the green screen itself, if we just leave it up, literally OBS has a setting or something that is, you set that chroma key up and you do a few other. It doesn't seem like technically a ton of stuff to do, Joe, and then you set the setting to green screen. It removes everything in the background except the image of the person in the video. So I think we should maybe look into like I think the cheapest is what, $24-25, Joe. So I think we should maybe look into getting one of those, because the green screen itself will not have the glitchiness like this. Because you can see if I move my hand, Joe, it's I go like I disappear. It was funny, at lunch, Ethan came down and he was walking from the table in, and you could see him like, it was something like a ghost, just literally coming into the screen. So it was kind of cool. I said to everybody, I didn't know if I was going to keep this up the whole, I might keep it up just for today's stream, but I wanted you to see it, Joe. That's why I brought it up. Fitz and Bakes, I'm going to get out of here, guys. Have a good day. Yeah, you too, Fitz. Thanks so much for coming. I appreciate it. Michael Murphy says, hi, Joe. Holland Ash is saying hi to you, Joe. Your average Joe will agree. Yes, Dave, thanks very much. Yes, have a good day, Fitz and Holland Ash. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Steve, leave it today, my friend. I have to go myself. Yeah, no problem, Steve. Thanks again for coming. You have a good one. Okay, we'll see you again, buddy. Yeah, and Joe, Steve's taking off, but he's saying hi to you. Oh, Joe, amazing news for Joseph Grohl. He's been promoted. Let me see the exact title. Well, let me see. Joe, in the chat, Joseph earlier on, a while ago, near the beginning, he says he got promoted to head custodian, manager level. So everybody, when he told us, this was a few minutes ago, just a couple minutes into the stream, everybody's congratulating Joseph, because he's all excited. We said, good for you, Joseph, you deserve it. And but anyways, I thought I'd tell you, Joe. I said to Joseph that we'd tell you once you came in, or tell you later when we got home. But anyways, I thought I'd tell you, Joe, that Joseph and everybody else was excited for him too, so just wanted to congratulate him. Holland Ash Valentine's Day gift. Yes. Joseph Grohl, I'm about to get going. Have a good day, my friends. I got to tell my mom the good news. Yes, Joseph, you take care, my friend. And congratulations again. Congratulations. Yes. Holland Ash Valentine's Day gift. Yes. Michael Murphy. Well, Jeff, I got to go. I'm heading to the... Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what? You said that last night. I didn't. Michael Murphy. Joe, listen. Michael says, well, Jeff, I got to go. I'm heading to the hospital till Friday or Saturday morning. Going to have a couple things done, taken care of. I'm taking my laptop with me so I won't miss so much. See you soon. Michael, you take care, my friend. If you don't want us to say anything to Mickey, we won't say 2 words to her, right? We saw you with, what's his name? WTF Mike Albright. You're talking about that before Mickey was in, so I won't say anything to her in that, my friend. But good luck with everything, and we hope everything goes well, and we'll see you soon, my friend. Good luck with everything, Michael. Okay, you take care. Take care. The CRT Productions. Hello, how are you? It's good to see you. Yes, Michael, you take care, my friend. Okay. Honestly, I hope everything works out. I'm sure it will. But good luck with everything, and we'll see you in a few days, my friend. Desmond's Donners. Be nice to the kids, Steve. Remember, they pick your old folks. Oh my gosh. She doesn't know. Michael, we're not going to say 2 words, okay? Not a word from any of us. And like I said, Michael, you take care, my friend, honestly, okay? And Joe said the same thing last night when she heard, so we definitely mean it, my friend. Thanks, see you soon. Yeah, we'll talk to you again, Michael, okay? Like I said, you take care, and we'll see you soon, my friend. Oh, gosh. So, Joe, look at how big... actually, you know what? I'll show you at home later. Yes, we'll talk about that at home. Let's make sure this is working. So, you like it, Joe, do you? You think it looks pretty decent? It does look pretty decent, right, for a free program, considering... but the green screen itself, if we could get that, the glitchiness, everything shows that the glitchiness, we could get that. It's just this program is doing so much for it, Joe. And there's a bunch of different backdrops you can use, but this one is the absolute best. If you see the other ones, they're okay, but they're different colors, and there's like a lot of different. There's gaming ones. There's a lot of different ones, but this is the easiest one to take for our screens. The easiest one. It's bright. The other ones are dark and different things popping out, and they don't do it justice. This, at least, if I don't move a lot, it's not so bad. I made a joke at the beginning. This is like, there used to be a show in the 1980s called Max Headroom, and it was like a kind of computer glitchy thing, just like this. The way you see me moving, it was just like this. But I mean, everything's improved since then. MN Nice Gaming. Hey, what's up, mate? It's good to see you. Thank you very much. It's good to have you here. Thank you very much for coming, my friend. Thank you very much. MN Nice Gaming. You're using a Logitech camera, I suppose. I am. And this is... I don't have a green screen. I've wanted to test out the green screen, and since we don't have any 45 minutes before I went live, and I was looking for something, and then I followed the steps. I just downloaded this ChromaCam. It's a free program, as you can see. That they leave the watermark up there. I guess you can pay for it, but I'm not going to get this program because I think I would go with the green screen itself rather than this. But for something free, it's like you can see, it is glitchy and stuff, but they have different images. But this seems to be the most prominent one that works as far as I can see. All the other ones are different colors, and they don't seem to mesh well with the backgrounds and stuff. So I thought I'd go with this. And my wife was at work; she hadn't gone on yet, so I thought I'd test it, and it seems to be okay, other than a little bit of glitches here and there. But I'll probably run it the rest of the stream, because if I go back and forth in between stuff, there might be a little bit of more glitchiness than this, because I tried it before, and there's quite a bit when you're moving things back and forth, and I might drop out of the stream. So I'll keep it for this stream, but I really wanted to test it, that's all. But I'll probably go back to the kitchen backdrops and some images. But the nice thing is, if I could get something and remove all the background and stuff, I could literally do this, except just have this as the image, and or whatever picture I wanted, and it would work out perfectly as far as I could see. Not Your Average Joe just says, yes, it looks good. We'll take a look tonight. Okay, sounds good, Joe. And like I said, I'd like to do that opening, unboxing, or whatever of what came today. But, and you know, it can be a surprise. We know what's in it, but we haven't actually seen it. So, I don't know, unless you want to open it, see what it is, and then show everybody. But we'll do that tonight. Like I said, it'll literally take 5 or 10 minutes. We're not going to be on an hour, Joe, just a few minutes, just to show everybody. And MN Nice Gaming is is this the built-in green screen effect on the camera? No, 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 no. You see on the top, I would say it's the right-hand side, right above here. It says Chroma Cam. I don't know if that's the right or left. To me, it looks like at the right, but it might be the left, whatever. Wherever you see my hand pointing up to, it says Chroma Cam. It's just a free program. I went to their site, downloaded the program. It takes about 5 or 10 minutes to download, and then you set up an account. Literally, it has two. It has an effect, and then it has a gaming effects. Well, I'm not a gamer, and the gaming stuff is purely just for gaming. It's all like animated cartoon characters for games and stuff. So I thought, let's try this, and there's, I think, 8 or 10 different images that you could use. Some of them just didn't mesh in with the backgrounds, and they were darker colors and different effects. So there was 2 images like this, and of the 2, they're brighter like this. This seemed to be the best image, so I just used this one. MN Nice Gaming says, yep, I used the first as well. I used a green screen from Amazon. I paid $10 for it. It works. Ah, did you really? I'll have to take a look. And did you use, like, you set up a chroma key in that through OBS and all that? Is that how you set it up, MN Nice Gaming? Like I said, I'm not really familiar. This is just like the first test from today, and this is just a free program, so I used it, and I know it's glitchy. I do know that, but it works. So I know the green screen probably a lot of the glitchiness and would be removed. Priscilla Nella, hey, how are you? Hello, friend. It's nice to see you, Priscilla. Thank you very much for coming. You're seeing, we're just testing like a green screen effect to see how it works, and it's a little glitchy, but it works enough for the time being. And then Nice Game says, well, yeah, Chroma Cam, it's software from Logitech. Oh, okay. Is it okay? I did not know that. I just literally, like I said, it came up on an option when I was viewing stuff on YouTube, so I downloaded it, but I didn't know it was from Logitech. Okay. Pauline Newman. Hey, Pauline, how are you? It's good to see you. Thanks. I'm just goofing around with like an effect from a program, this Chroma Cam program that we downloaded, and it allows you to remove yourself from whatever backdrop, like our kitchen and stuff. So we use that just to test this, and it seems to work, but I'd like to get a green screen and work it this way so we can actually get the effect to work a little better. And Priscilla Mill is saying hi to Desmond Donders. Oh, yeah, no problem. Joe's going for a walk, no problem. Frank, how you doing? Hello, guys, I made it. It's good to see you, Frank. As you can see, I'm just kind of, I don't know if you call it testing or goofing around. I don't have a green screen yet. I'm going to go to Amazon. We're probably going to look at one tonight, Frank. But about half an hour or so before I went live, I found this program called Chroma Cam. I just downloaded it. It installs, and when you install it, it allows you to choose different backgrounds. Like I said, you can see it's very glitchy, but I want to see what it would look like to remove the kitchen. And with this backdrop, it was the nicest backdrop that I noticed. And as long as I don't move a ton, my face, everything moves kind of jittery. But if I don't move a lot, it's not so bad. But like I said, I just wanted to see what it looked like. But and I wanted my wife to see it, so she was kind of happy. She said, yeah, we're going to have to look at a green screen or something. And M&M Gaming and that M&M Nice Gaming were saying earlier that they have a green screen that they got off Amazon. They're fairly reasonable, so definitely going to look at one tonight. And let's see here. Let's see. Oh, Frank, your images today of those bands was incredible. I know I did get there late, unfortunately. We didn't get home. They didn't close the schools, but they might as well have been closed. And pretty much when we went down, there was nobody at the school. And the reports were out. You know, if you were to keep your not your friends, if you were to keep your kids home today, they would not object because it was so bad. I think the buses weren't running and stuff. So we just kept our son home today. But so anyways, I dropped my wife off at work and we came home, so I was just a little late coming in, that's all. Let's see here. M&M Nice Gaming says, here, I'll find a link for the green screen. Yeah, chroma key, then pick green. It's called a filter for the camera under OBS, works wonders. Just need some decent lighting for it. Okay, yeah, as you can see, well, you can't, but I've got a ton of lighting, and I don't have the great lighting that some of the masters here do, but I think it probably would work for what we need. But yeah, I noticed it was saying just make sure everything's lit well. And this room is lit up like a Christmas tree if you actually saw it. So I'll go with that, and if I had to buy something, I'd just get something probably off Amazon. And then Nice Game says, that's what I use. It doesn't come with a nice stand or anything, but I just hang it from the ceiling. Behind me with some clips. Exactly. That's what I have clips up. When you see the images of London and Bora Bora, they're images and they hang from the ceiling. And as long as I don't push and move them, they're fine. So, like I said, like you just said, that's what we would do. And, I mean, it would work as far as I'm concerned. I have some kind of stand. It's an old film... not a film stand. We used to have like an old 8mm camera, and I have like an old... I could probably put it up on that or post it to that, and it would work perfect. Frank says, thanks for joining me this morning. Frank, I would have joined you earlier if I could. Just unfortunately, we didn't get into the time we did, but I'm glad. I think I saw about 15 minutes or so, but you looked like everybody was having a good time, and it was good to see everybody there. It really was. Actually, I got it home, and Joe, my wife, said, go to YouTube, Frank's on. I said, okay. So anyways, Jojo's the one that said I hadn't even logged in yet, so that's how I found out you were live right away, Frank, when I came in. But let's see here. Oh gosh, so how's everybody's day going? I'm just you know what? Actually, I can't show. My wife will get upset. But we've been waiting about 3 weeks for something to arrive here. It's not an unboxing, but it's our first one. It's kind of like an unboxing. It's something that we've ordered and want to show everybody. And once we show everybody, then we'll post things. But we didn't want, like I said, I'm not really gonna go into detail because Joe will just get upset with, not upset, but she'll just say, quit talking about it. But we'll do something tonight after supper. Our son has swimming for an hour and a half after school from 5:30 to or 45 minutes, 5:30 to 6:15. So we'll take him to that, and then by the time we get home, it's about 7. So probably around 8 o'clock, we'll do like a 5 or 10 minute live. It's not going to be long. It's literally to open it and show everybody. I want my wife to see it when we open it. But yeah, I've been waiting. It's coming from the States, but I think with the shipping and stuff, sometimes coming over the border takes a little bit longer. But anyways, it arrived today, so we'll do something quick this evening. Let's see here. Bangladeshi Canadian Mama. Hello, friends. How are you today? Good. How you doing? It looks like things were cold for you today in the video too. We've had that snow, kind of ice snowstorm hit again last night, but I think it's on its way out. Maybe some cooler weather, but the snow's pretty much going to be gone now for some time, it looks like. Morbid Frank says, it's great. I'm happy to have you both there for a few minutes. Well, thanks, Frank. I really appreciate it. Priscilla Manila says, I'm on break at work. Well, Priscilla, thanks very much for dropping in. I know, like you just said, you're at work, so I'm much appreciated. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you're well. I hope you're staying warm wherever you are, Priscilla, because it's a little bit cool here. But, yeah, it's supposed to warm up, I think, or the snow's supposed to disappear for a bit, I hope. Desmond, yeah, that's right, Dave. Desmond's Donder says, I've been waiting 3 weeks for a handbrake cable. Oh, gosh. Any time frame when you're supposed to receive it, Dave? Any idea? Oh my gosh, there's Razzle. How you doing, my friend? Razzle Rama Videos. Hello, Jeff. Video of the day. I didn't get notifications today. No, I don't think you would, Razzle. Unfortunately, with when I go live with OBS, I find there's 2 ways to set. I might ask Frank or Morbid one day. I use the OBS program to go live, but you know you have to have the live streaming open through YouTube. And there's 2 ways. There's one way it goes live streaming, and then it lets you put the time in and everything, what you want to call the stream. And then when you hit start stream on OBS, it starts, and that's the way I've been going live. And then there's an event tab. The only thing is, if I set the event tab, it always sets 2 streams for me, and what ends up happening is there'll be people come into the live, and other people come into the second live. And once they see nobody shows up to the other live, it's the same live. It just appears in 2 functions for some reason. I don't know how to stop that. And when you do it that way, you get some people coming to your live, and the other people see that nothing happens, so they just disappear. And then I have to go in after the live and delete the second one because it runs the exact same program. But I don't know how to figure that out to get rid of that. So that's the reason I haven't been setting an event timer. Roland Picker, hi, how are you? Finally caught you live. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You know what? I know this is a different time. It's good for some. It's not great for others. But I appreciate you for dropping in. I really do. Dave from Desmond's Donder says, still a week to 10 days. Dave, that's a week to 10 days is a long time, isn't it? Especially when you're wanting something as much as you are right now. We're also saying hello to everybody. Harmore says, City of the Day, I was on my YouTube homepage and saw you were on. Yes, I think that's pretty much, unless people know that some people know I'm on, Frank, but literally that's exactly, and it's too bad because when I did go through YouTube itself, I set the setting and boom, everybody, I'd always set it, I go live at 2, so I would set it at 1:30, gives everybody half an hour, and you know what, they see in the notifications. But since I quit using YouTube, like for the live, the notifications don't go out, so, well, but there's got to be another way to do it. Probably the event way is, but if I set the event, but the only problem with that, like I said, when I set the event, it sets the event, goes live, and then it sets another video, so it's like it's putting the live out twice, and people get confused. Some of them come to the live, but I don't know if they, anyways, some get on the live, that's the correct one, some get on the other one, and I don't know how to explain it. It's just the way it seems to work for me, and I don't know if it's a glitch or something, I'm just not doing it correctly, but I'm slowly learning, but it's these little goofy tidbits that I miss sometimes. Let's see here. Our word Frank says, end of the day, okay. So events are part of Google Hangouts. So if you set the event, you would start it with Hangouts. If you go with OBS, it's just going to go live with YouTube as normal. Yeah, and that's the way, that's the thing, Frank. Like you said, it'll go with the Google Hangouts or just going, and I haven't, I think that's the problem. And if I just go into OBS, hit the start streaming, YouTube, since the whatever the key code or whatever is installed or imprinted on OBS, takes the live and goes live automatically, but it doesn't set notifications. Now some people get it just about a second before I go live. I noticed that I think Steve, some of them get it like either the second I go live or a second or two before I go live. But you're right, they're not, the notifications aren't going out, and I have no answer to correct it, unfortunately. Let's see here. Kimona Basi at Bangladeshi Canadian mom. Viewed this. Afternoon only on for a few, but wanted to show face and hit a like for it. Viewed this. Thank you so much. I appreciate you dropping in. I really do. As you can see, I've been making jokes. We're at a PGA tournament. This is your announcer from the PGA tournament. No, I'm just kind of messing around with the program to try to. It's not a green screen effect. It's more of an effect, yes, but we don't have a green screen, so this program allows you to give the illusion like you do. So I'm just testing it, and I've liked it. There's a lot of glitchiness. I realize that. Anybody coming on will be like, "Oh, there's so much glitchiness." It's almost like Max Headroom, like a show from the 1980s that when the animated character would move, everything would get glitchy like this. But needless to say, I do like it, but we'll order a green screen off Amazon and see if we can get that to get that corrected by the green screen. I hear they're fairly cheap, so or reasonable. So my wife is in for it, so that's a good thing. Well, really, really dry today. I'm very sorry that I have to have a little more water here, everybody. Oh gosh, there we are. So how's everybody else's day going? Anybody have anything exciting going on with their videos or their lives themselves? Just wondering what's happening for everybody else. I can't remember what I was going to say, but I noticed last night there was a lot of glitchiness on a lot of the lives. I mean, there could be on this too, I realize that. But I've noticed some of the lives very, very glitchy. They were buffering. That's, I guess, what I was saying. Everything was buffering a tremendous amount last night. But I'm just wondering how everybody else was finding that last evening, if they've been watching. Oh, Razzle, thank you so much. I did share you live on Twitter. Thanks again, Razzle. Much appreciated. I used to, I'll tell you, you know what, when I first started going live, my wife would always share everything on Twitter for me, and she gets on here. She doesn't get on the lives as much as she would like to. She works in a busy office and stuff, and the last month, she used to get on every day, but recently things have changed, so she can't come on. She usually comes on when she's on break or lunch for 5-10 minutes, and then she's off. So she was on for a couple minutes about just after the beginning, and then she had to go because I think she was on her lunch, and on her lunch she likes to go for a 15-minute walk, which I'm happy for, that she's getting out and exercising, so it's good for her. Artmore Frank says, got more videos on the small camera. Why I Exomi? Frank, I know I'm not saying it Exomi. Frank, I know there's no way I'm saying that correct, but that's amazing. That is awesome. But I love the colors in the lives today. I know it's like photographs and stuff of the bands, but oh man, oh my gosh, did they ever look amazing, Frank? They look, those blues and the black and the blue, not the images, but the colors from the lights. I love those. I love the black and white. I love that black and white image, and I also love. Remember how the video? I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before. You had up. You were talking about doing the review on the white camera. I don't know if that's what you're talking about right there, Frank. But the white camera that you had, and the image in the background. You're saying you were using a couple different cameras to film it, but that like brownish, orangey kind of back. I know it might not be. It might be filters or just settings you have, but whatever it is, that's one of my favorite like backdrops or settings that I just love that. I think it's amazing. Desmond's Donder says, agree. There were a lot of problems all over the web at times yesterday. Not just YouTube. Yes, you know what's funny? You're right, because we were on doing something last night. It had nothing to do with YouTube, and everything, when I type stuff, it would take forever. I thought it was just our computer, and then my wife knows, then I thought maybe it was just our internet, but she uses her laptop at night when she sits on the couch. So I'll be watching TV or doing stuff, and she'll get on there, and she's messing around on her laptop. She says, I don't know what's going on, but it was taking forever. But you're right, I don't think it was just YouTube. And Frank Art Morbid says, Eddie of the day, I did notice other live streams mentioning the buffer, but as far as myself, I could not notice anything weird with it on my end. Oh, that's good, Frank. Good. You know, it could have been on our end too. I don't know. Viewed this says, okay, well, I'll catch you all later. Hope viewed this. Thanks so much. Much appreciated. You have a great day, okay? Have a good day. Much appreciated. Excuse me for this. Let's see here. Art Morbid says, Desmond's Donner's interesting. Maybe way too many people streaming on a Tuesday night. Yeah, there was oh my gosh, there was quite a few people streaming last night. There was quite a few was it everybody know Bob from Gil Skills? He put this afternoon he put a new video out. He was talking about being a creator and stuff. He did a nice job. I said it's one of his best. I like his videos and that, but this was one of his best one. He's done a real nice job with it. He put it out, I think, this afternoon in that. Let's see here. Desmond's Daughters, I blame Microsoft, then I blame... Okay. I blame Microsoft, but then I blame them for everything, Dave. Oh, look at that. Come here for a second. Come on and say hello to everybody.
Hi.
Well, no, they can't... Oh, say hi.
Hello.
Wave to everybody. Okay. You disappearing? Oh, there you are. As quick as he came, he disappeared. As you can see, the glitchiness. But, our son, he's home. Like I said, it's kind of it's a snow day. They didn't close the schools, but our son, we were listening to the news, and the buses they closed those out, and they were saying, you know what, if you were thinking of keeping your kids home today, oh, you're having some candy, are you? Okay. So if you're thinking it was definitely a good idea if you kept your kids home, they thought, I don't know why they just didn't. It seems actually worse today than it does yesterday, and they actually closed the schools yesterday. But anyways, we kept them home. We found out usually, you know, when there's a snow day like this and they cancel the buses, only a couple of kids ever show up. All they ever do is they sit them down and they let them read whatever they want. They let them watch movies. So I'm not really sure where they have school, but Desmond's Donders is saying hi to Ethan. Razzle's saying hi to Ethan. Yes, as you can see, he stayed on for about a split second, enough to go over and get some cookies and milk or whatever he was getting. I think he was getting some candy. He thought, Dad's on here, he won't be paying attention. But I think when I'm home, I'm a little more lenient. My wife would put the what's it called on it as quick as possible, but he doesn't. He's a pretty good kid. He actually, to be truthful, if you give him the option of eating cookies or vegetables, it's so funny. He'll eat like vegetables and dip. He likes the string beans and the carrots and celery. He likes that he usually gets my wife to give him that as a snack for school at least once or twice a week. So at least he's decent that way. Good Times Outdoors. Hello, how's everybody? Good. How you doing? I'm a little glitchy today because I'm just running like a test, not a green screen, but a program to give it that effect. So if it's glitchy, it's just that's the reason today. But I'll just run it for today's stream, and then I'll go back to the other images and that till we get a green screen. But like I said, it's a free program, so I was just kind of messing around with it today. Hunting with Stuff and J&J. Hello, everybody. How are you? Let's see. Desmond's Daughter says, laugh out loud. See what I said to Steve earlier, Jeff? Oh, is Steve here again? Maybe he is. I didn't think he was. Oh, maybe Steve is here. I don't know. I didn't see him, but maybe he is, unless you're talking to somebody else, Dave. Russell Ramos, why can't I come ring the bell on some of channels they do the day? What? Why I can't come to ring the bell on some of channels? Was it this channel, Rosal, or some other channels? Sorry, I'm not sure. Why I can't come to ring the bell on some of channels? I don't know, Rosal. I don't know. Maybe somebody else can answer, Rosal, better than I can. I don't know, actually. I didn't know that was the case. I did not know it was the case. Hunting and Stuff with J&J. I love that name. That's the father and son, isn't it? That is the I'm pretty sure that's the father and son. Let's see here. Good Times Outdoors. I wish the weather matched your pictures. You know what? So do I. I think that's the main reason when I saw it. There's images you could use, and you see the background of that. It's in the background, like behind where I'm sitting, like the background of the forest. That's Redwood National Park. There's a program that you can go and you can download free images, and you can use them for your thumbnails and all that. So I found that, and whatever image you want an outdoor, oceans, whatever. I like a lot of outdoors and outdoor stuff. So I like those kind of images, and they're all free, and you can use them in YouTube. So I've been using those lately. But the effect in this little, the actual video that I'm in right now, that was one of the backdrops. I think they give you like about 8 or 10 or 12 different clips, but they're not as nice to look at. They're a little darker. Some of them have different effects. This was the nicest outdoor image. There was 2 of them like this. There's one. Actually, it looked like the same image as this, except if you take the palm trees and stuff like that out in the background, it didn't quite look as nice. So I thought, well, this is the nicest one. So I just used that. That's all. But it's so miserable out there that it's gray and kind of overcast here. I imagine it's like that a lot of places. I just wanted something kind of bright, and I find it makes you feel better when you see the sun. When they say that vitamin D and that, when you get a little bit of that, I find it really it does improve your attitude. At least for me, it does. I feel a lot better. I wish I could live in a warm climate all the year long. That's not an option, but hey, if I can pretend like it in an image, I'm okay with that, at least for an hour. Posh Cats Camping. Hi guys, I have watched Birdie Badger Motorhome today, so maybe it will rain some more. Where have I heard Posh Cats Camping? Birdie Badger. Why have I heard that name? Now, I don't know who that is, unfortunately, Posh Cats Camping, but I've heard that from a few people, that name, Birdie Badger. Can anybody, maybe Posh Cats or Desmond's Daughters, maybe you could tell me who Birdie Badger is? And I'm not trying to be ignorant. I just don't know, that's all. Asgard Studios. Hey, Hugh, how are you? Wow, Jeff, howdy, buddy. Hugh, I'm just messing around. I don't have the green screen, but since I didn't, I came across this free program I could use. So I'm just testing it, that's all. As you can see, it's a little glitchy, but I could see what it would look like if I did get a green screen, and the glitchiness could be removed. So I think we're going to order a green screen from Amazon to test it out. But like I said, we'll use this for the rest of the stream, and I literally want to show my wife to see, and she liked it. So maybe we'll look into getting one. Or Morbid says, I think you need to add a Hollywood sign in the background. Yeah, without that, like Entertainment Tonight, right, Frank? Can you imagine? Oh my gosh, it kind of does look like that, doesn't it? It looks like that, and when I think of it, I looked at the hills and stuff. Does anybody remember Little House on the Prairie? If you took the palm trees and that, I think those are backdrops somewhere in, like, I don't know if it's North or Southern California, but it's funny. I look at the scenes from Little House on the Prairie, that like the mountains or the hills and that. And then I look at scenes from like the old Planet of the Apes movies, and they all look like the same studio backdrops or the images from the country wherever they were filming at the time. Let's see here. I like that idea, Frank. I love that idea. Oh, what is it? Art Morbid says, Frank says, put a UFO on the left hand corner. Just kidding. Actually, Frank, that would be amazing, wouldn't it? You know what? The only thing I don't think I can do with this OBS, because the computer is not up to par like some computers, I don't know if I could use actually video. That's the thing. I think I can use these like still images for like the backdrops and all that kind of stuff. But I think the computer probably would crash on me if I tried to use video or anything moving. I don't know. I haven't tried it. But I'd like to, I'm going to delve into it a little bit more, but that would actually be pretty funny, wouldn't it? 21090 Bruin, hey, how you doing, Todd? How are you? It's good to see you. I'm just goofing around with, I don't have a green screen, Todd, but I found this program, ChromaCam, and since I didn't have one yet, I just thought I'd test it out and just to see what it would look like to remove the kitchen completely. And this is what it looks like, but you can see the image is glitchy, and you can see me moving like Max Headroom almost, but I like the way it looks. If I don't move very much, it's not so bad. So I thought we're looking to see about getting a green screen from Amazon and trying it that way. And you know what, Frank was joking with me saying get a UFO or a Hollywood sign. The idea of the Hollywood sign, I think my wife would get a kick out of that. That'd be pretty funny, actually, wouldn't it? I like that. Oh, Desmond's daughter says, laugh out loud, they're in the pronunciation competition and Birdie is their motorhome. Ah, okay. I haven't watched everything from them, Dave. I'm not going to lie to you, that's for sure. I did not know that. I did not know that. And first of all, you know what? I can watch stuff, but I don't always pay attention with everything that's listed, unfortunately, Dave, so that's my problem. That's good. It looks fantastic. Well, it's like I said, it's free, and literally I was able to do it in 15-20 minutes, Hugh, so... once I watched Green Bay Wacky, and he said, you know, using some of these programs would work, but he says getting the green screen and just using the chroma key through OBS would, I don't want to say eliminate, but it looks like from what he was showing, you can do a heck of a lot better job. So that I'm going to try that. Well, actually, I'm going to order it, get it, set it up, and then try it, and hopefully see what happens. I'm hoping it works. A lot of people said that it should, so I'm hoping. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm not trying to be rude. I just had to pull it up, and sometimes the chat just moves for a second. Asgard Studios. Hugh says, Jeff, you could also use a blue sheet. My green screen is blue. Yes. You know what? I probably could go down to like a Home Depot, not Home Depot, Office Depot or Staples or whatever they're called, and probably pick up some kind of boards or something and try it that way too. I could, yes. And I think, you know what? I definitely take a look at it. You definitely will. Good time outdoors. I thought you were green screening this. Looks good. Well, it's the program that gives you the illusion. It's not an actual green screen. If I think with the green screen itself, or like you and everybody else is saying, if I had something else in the background to eliminate it, I could probably get it to. I hopefully would think that the glitchiness would be removed, but I don't know. But definitely going to try a few things. Let's see here. Asgard Studios says, that annoys me when they tell me a show's shot in Virginia and I see California hills. Hugh, do you remember, oh my gosh, do you remember, was it Bonanza? I loved Bonanza when I was a little kid with, what was it, Lauren Green and Michael Landon and, what's his name from, not Perkins, what was his name, the guy that dressed all in black, and he ended up on a show called Trapper John MD. I think he was Trapper John. I can't think of his name now. Not Perkins. I can't. Does anybody know the fella on Bonanza? What was his name now? That's gonna bug me. You know what? The minute I get off here, I'll remember. Anyways, that fella was on Bonanza. I love that show, but I loved. You know, I was just a kid when all of those shows probably. I wasn't a kid when Bonanza was on, but I watched Bonanza probably in reruns. I loved Bonanza and Little House as a kid just because I was a kid. And I remember some of my favorite movies ever as a kid were Planet of the Apes movies. And if you watch Planet of the Apes movies, all the scenes out in the mountains and hills and stuff, they've got all to be Northern or Southern California. Absolutely beautiful in that. But I love it. That's exactly everything you see. It's got to be that a certain part of California, a certain portion. Let's see here. Sorry, everybody. I'm just going to take a second. Sweet Angel, hello. Sorry about that. I missed that. Sweet Angel says, hello, your background's beautiful. We're just testing something, Sweet Angel. Thanks so much for coming. I appreciate it. Literally, since I don't have a green screen, I just downloaded a program. As you can see, it puts a watermark called Chroma Cam, and it allows you to do it yourself. And it gives you different images, and it literally removes, for me, the kitchen or whatever backdrop you had. So whatever's in the background, the only thing it's going to pick up is yourself. And so if you're in the living room, wherever, it removes that for you. But as you can see, there's a little glitchiness, but I like it too. I do. But I know that we could try something else, which we will down the road for sure. But Sweet Angel's saying hi. Thank you so much for coming. I really do appreciate it. Roland Pickett. What's wrong with me? I can't speak as usual. Roland Picker, thanks so much for coming. I really appreciate it. It's nice to have everybody here. Todd, it's great to have you here. Your video, you fellas last night, was it last night or the day before, your new video on that? You did a nice job on it. It looks quite professional, very, very professional. As somebody was saying, I think on the video, they said it looks like a television program. It really did. You were doing a nice job with it. Yes, Asgard Studios, Lauren Green. You know what's so funny? Lauren Green is a fellow Canadian, Hugh, and when he was doing, I don't know what part of Canada you're in, Hugh, but I don't know if you're in out west or, anyways, Lauren Green was a Canadian, and at the time when Bonanza was filmed, my uncle he lived up, I think it was about 45 minutes an hour out of Toronto in this place called Bellefontaine, and Bellefontain's a very hilly, not mountainy, but I think it was where people at the time in the 1960s and 70s in Toronto that didn't want to live in the city moved out of the city and stuff like that and lived up there. And it was quite a nice area, and it had like streams and stuff and a lot of hills, and just a nice place to get away. My dad said when he was a kid they used to go up there in the summers, and they spent every summer with my Uncle Stuart. And anyways, he raised horses. He raised horses for a living. That's what he did. Anyways, when Bonanza wasn't being filmed, Lauren Green came home to Canada, wherever he was, I don't know. Anyways, but I guess I don't know why he would have horses, but some of his horses he kept with my uncle on his farm and that. So my uncle maintained the horses and stuff like that. But I mean, I wouldn't have been alive at that time. And I think my dad probably went and didn't see Lauren Green, but saw the horses and that when he was younger. But yeah, no, that's the only story we have about Lauren Green. Nothing more than that. Our Morbid Frank says, Eddie of the day, I'm still waiting to see that blonde. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Frank. If she shows up, I'm done, right? I'm done. Our Morbid says, I'm still waiting to see the blonde girl leaning on the green buggy at the beach. Imagine that. Oh man. I think I might as well end my show, Frank, if that shows up. You know what? I thought it'd be kind of funny. Like I said, I found this program that allows you to look up different picture views and stuff. And the program, they're all free images to use. First I thought, can I use these because they have people in them? But they're all they're as copyright or whatever it is. You can use them on YouTube. There's no limit, and so there's tons of them. As you can see, all the ones that I've just started using the last 3 weeks or so, there's a lot of images like up on mountains and stuff like that of everything. I love the outdoors. I can't say enough. If I could have, I did a lot of traveling when I was younger, much before I met my family and stuff. And then, you have family, you have your kids. Life becomes a little different. You're spending everything you do is about your family and kids. So that changed. But when I was younger, I was able to afford to, I go work for a bit, work for 6 months, and then I could go travel for 2 or 3 months or something. Like that's not the way life works now, that's for sure. But I did a lot of that, and you know what? I went a lot of places, and I in my head, I met the memories are. That's what you have, and that I won't forget them. We've been to a few different places with the family, not as much as I would like to, but anyways, those images, I love them, and I saw that picture, and at first I didn't see the girl. I thought, oh wow, isn't that cool? the buggy and the backdrop, and then after I put it up, I'm like, but I, you know what? At that point, I thought, ooh, look at that picture. But I'm sure my wife didn't think too much of it either, Frank. Oh gosh. But yeah, no, my wife said, yeah, if that girl shows up at the door, you're in trouble. Oh gosh. Let's see here. Let's see, 21090 Brewing Todd says, brewing another beer this Saturday morning, Jeff, and going live. Hope you can check it out for a bit. Should be fun. You know what? As far as I know, let's put it this way, Todd. We were supposed to have family here this weekend because it's a long weekend here in Canada on the Monday. So we're supposed to have, but if they don't come, I will watch for sure, Todd. At this point, it looks like they were talking to my wife, her niece and her family, her mom and her sisters. And not sisters, our kids and her mom's sister. A bunch of them were coming down for the long weekend. But if they don't come, they were saying it looks like the weather's not going to be great, so they may not come. So I think either tonight or tomorrow we'll know one way or the other. So if they don't come, I'm going to have a lot more free time this weekend than I thought. So if they don't come, Todd, I'll be there 100%. Let's see. Razzle Rama says, hey, Jeff, got to go kitchen time. Oh, yeah, no worries. Frank, not Frank. Sorry, Frank, you're right above Razzle. Razzle, no worries. You have a good one. Thanks for coming. Sorry about that, Frank. I just reading the chat. Asgard Studios, thank you so much. Pernell Roberts. Yes, I looked up for you. Yes, Pernell Roberts. Now, Pernell Roberts in the 80s, after the only other show I know that he was in after Bonanza, I think it was the 80s, maybe the end of the 70s, beginning of the 80s. He was on a show called Trapper John MD. I don't know if, I think it was Gregory Harrison starred in that with him. But Pernell Roberts, I think he was Trapper John. But I think it was on at CBS or something. I love the show. I was just a kid. I liked watching it. But yeah, Pernell Roberts, by that point, Pernell Roberts was bald as a cue ball. And he had a nice gray beard and stuff. But yeah, I like Pernell Roberts. And if anybody remembers Bonanza, he was the brother. I can't remember his name for the life of me, but he dressed in black all the time. I think he was the older brother. There was Haas, little John. Was it Little John or Little... Not Little John. What was Michael Landon's character? See, that's great. I'm sitting here talking about a show. I can't even remember everybody's. Lauren Green's played Pa and Haas. And anyways, I'll stop talking about it. Yes, Roland Picker, Pernell Roberts. That's it, exactly it. Thanks so much, you two. I really appreciate it. Let's see here. Mickey. Oh, Mickey, hey, how are you? I'm sorry I'm taking so long. As you can see, you know, I'm rambling. It's good to see you, Mickey. I'm just goofing around with the program to try to see about getting rid of the kitchen. It's just a program I downloaded. And so I think we might look about getting a green screen. Because I can see it's glitchy, Mickey, but I can see what it looks like. And I think you can order them off Amazon or try even like a different board or something like Asgard Studio was saying. So I'm going to try something and if I can get rid of it, I can get rid of the glitchiness, and I can get rid of the kitchen and put the images like the Redwood National Park in the background. I could literally put myself into that instead of... but this is just an image, the backdrop of the trees, or the palm trees and the hills and the mountains in the background. It was kind of the nicer scene of all of the other scenes they had. Ottawa Valley. Okay, Hugh. Okay, that's amazing. That is awesome. I imagine it's beautiful there. Let's see. 21090 Burn Todd says, uploaded last night. Thanks so much. We're just trying to improve every video we make. Still have a way to go. Well, that's awesome, Todd. Well, you know what? You're doing an awesome job. You really are. Let's see. Oh my gosh, Frank, you're going to get me in trouble. Hermorbid says, Frank says, you should put the blonde girl leaning on the green buggy in the background. Just kidding. Yeah, what if I'm sitting right next to her like this, Frank? See how much trouble I get? Oh my gosh, can you imagine? Oh my gosh, I could put a lot of images there, Frank. Oh my gosh, yes. Let's see here. Let's see, sorry everybody, I'm just running through the chat, so it's just taking me a second. Let's see. I think I'm a little behind, everybody. I'm a little behind. Sorry about that, everybody. Mr. Rocker Vlogs. Mr. Rocker, hi, how are you? It's good to see you. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. Mickey, I understand you're at work, but I appreciate you coming, Mickey. Mickey says, I'm going to head back to work. Good to see you. It's good to see you too, Mickey. And you know what? The peanut butter and mayo, I don't know how you did it. I see you tag Bob. I loved it. There's no way. There's no way. I don't know how Michael got you to eat that. Anyways, good for you, Mickey. Have a good one, Mickey. Nice to see you. The Preacher and Gov Blue Whale. How are you? It's good to see you. Thank you very much for coming. Much appreciated. Preacher and Gov Blue Whale says, good evening, guys. Or good evening, everybody. Let's see here. I think I'm way back, aren't I, everybody? I had no idea I was this far behind. Excuse me, 21090 Bruin Todd says, okay, Jeff, have to head to a meeting. See you soon. Yes. Cheers, everybody. Take care, Todd. Good to have you here. Thanks again for coming. Have a good one. Everybody, give me a second. I'm going to disappear. Literally, I disappear for about 5-10 seconds. It's just the image. I'm in the kitchen. As you can see, I can disappear. The image can disappear. I need some more water. I'm so thirsty, and I need a sip. So if you don't mind, I'm going to pour me a nice cold glass of water and be literally back. And I need one of those, remember the old beer hats you see in the old videos and that, TV shows, movies? Somebody wears a beer hat and they got the, what's it called, down to their mouth. I need some water, that's all. I'll be right back. So, you know what's funny? I've got, look at that. Isn't that weird, the image, how it disappears? Look at that, I've got no arm. Sorry about this, everybody. I'm just terribly thirsty. There we are. Oh gosh. Posh Cats Camping, Poorest one too. You know what? I'll give you a virtual water. How's that sound? If I could give you one, I would in 2 seconds. I tend to drink a lot of water, which is good for me. I'm not type 2 diabetic, so I'm not supposed to eat and drink a lot of certain things. But I'll tell you, I do tend to stick with it. But once a week, I call it a cheat day. I'm not supposed to have cheat days, but I do. But anyways, yeah, I did. Let's see. Armorbird says, the other day, put a waterfall in the background so it looks like you're getting a drink from it. Oh my gosh, could you imagine that? You know what? Last night, I think it was Hall and Ash and G Money Strong Outdoors. Hall and Ash had G Money Strong Outdoors. I think is get to know the community, get to know the people you watch. They had a live on. Unfortunately, I just caught probably the tail end of it. I saw that I was watching something else, so I think I finished with Bob from Gill Skills last night, and then after that, I think they were on for a tiny bit longer. So I went on, and I was talking to them for just said hello and stuff. But anyways, Hall and Ash had a green screen, or maybe not a green screen. No, an OBS program, an OBS chat going. And oh my gosh, was it incredible to look at. If anybody gets a chance, check out the live from them last night. Now, the backdrop that they had, it looked like something professional out of a television show or a movie. They had the two of them, like the camera on this side. One of them, I think Hall and Ash was on that side there. That side there. And G Money Strong was on that side there. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out how to do it with the hands. But anyways, one was on one side, one was on the other. But it was so incredible. It looked so professional. When I caught that, I thought, now if I could figure out how to do that, and it was so incredible. It was almost like 3D-ish. The screen, it wasn't just your backdrop. The screen went like this. It was like something out of Entertainment Tonight or something. Literally, you could see the sides, and they looked like two reporters or something. It was just amazing to see on that. I loved the image and stuff. I'd never seen anything like it. Desmond's Donders Dave says, no, give me some whiskey. Oh gosh, Dave, yes. Jack Daniels, oh my gosh, Frank. You know what's so funny about that, Frank? You might know of this. You know, I love Jack Daniels. I love Jack Daniels. But my brother lives in Illinois and lives close to Bloomington. And one of the last times we went into, it's not the liquor store, but it's like a party store there. I can't remember what it's called. But anyways, I was looking, I wanted to get some whiskey. I wanted to either get Crown Royal or Jack. I love whiskey. That's what I like. But anyways, I like rum too, but I like whiskey a little heavier. So anyways, I wanted to get some Jack Daniels, and I was looking at the prices. and let's put it this way: in the States, the prices of liquor is so much cheaper. For the price, it was, I forget, they wanted whatever price, and it was pretty reasonable. It's like $60 or $70 for a bottle of something here. It's crazy. And anyways, so they have this. It's not a knock. I guess it's a knockoff, but it's another name brand of whiskey. And my brother says he's had it, and he actually drinks it because it's cheaper. But it literally, if you look at it, it looks just like Jack Daniel's. You think when you pick it up, it's got a little lighter taste than Jack Daniel's, but it's pretty good. Let's put it this way: for the price, I'll take it over Jack any day. This stuff called Evan Williams, I think. Not Ethan. Evan Williams. But it literally looks the same. It's got the black and white writing, just like Jack Daniel's. But this bottle, this humongous bottle, is $11 or $12. That bottle here would have been $60, hands down. So and literally I've seen it here, and it's $60. I think it's $57 or $58. So it's crazy. But yeah, I don't know if you've ever, probably, yes, probably Binny's. That's our main liquor stores here. It could have been, Frank. It may have been. Probably Evan Williams. There you go, Frank. You see, yes, I knew as soon as you said it. Yeah, Evan Williams, and I love it. It's got a, like I said, it's not really that much lighter. It's not as heavy as Jack. But I'll tell you what, for that price, I drink it any day over Jack Daniels. I love Jack Daniels. But if I can get a bottle for $11 or $12, I'll go for that any day. Desmond Saunders, Aldi and Liddy's to a reasonable Scotch here. It has won awards. Oh, that sounds good. You know what? Let's put it this way. I drink a lot of beer. I shouldn't, but I only drink it on the weekends. I have some on a Friday, Saturday night. Like I said, I'm not supposed to. So I have a couple on a Friday, couple on a Saturday. Then I'm limited to the next week. But like I said, as long as I just go like that, not like I did when I was younger, I'm good. But I always said, you know, I would love to go to the southern states and see some of those distilleries. I'd love to go down to like Tennessee and Kentucky and see some of those bourbon places. I remember we went to Tennessee. We went to Memphis. We're going from Nashville to Memphis, and one of them had, I think one of them, one of the big distilleries down there. And you could have went on a tour. We didn't have enough time. We only had so many days because we were going from Nashville to Memphis, and then we had to go back and have a flight out. So we missed it. But I would have, if I ever go back, I'd definitely go on one of those distillery tours. My brother did 6 months ago when they went to Kentucky and said, "Oh my gosh, it was the best ever." Claudia says, "Hi Jeff, how are you doing?" Good. How you doing, Claudia? It's nice to have you here. Thanks very much for dropping in. Much appreciated. I really appreciate it. It's great to have everybody here. Thanks again for coming today, everybody. Let's see here. Art Morbid says, Desmond Saunders, Johnny Walker Black. Oh my gosh, Frank. Oh, you're getting me thirsty here, Frank. I like Crown Royal, but it's so darn expensive. It's got that nice smoothness, but Johnny Walker Black, oh my gosh, that'd be good. What's that other stuff? Do you like, anybody like Jim Beam? I've only had Jim Beam, I think, once in my life. But, yeah, I think I've only ever had it once. But I tried, last summer, Jack Daniels has a couple different, you know, the old number 7 or whatever, Jack Daniels. But then they have a couple different flavors, too. They have this one, it's like a honey-flavored Jack Daniels. I forget what it's called, but it's kind of nice, too. It is quite nice. Gosh, how did we get talking about liquor here? But, yeah, it's a good thing my wife's not here talking to me about this. Otherwise, she'd be ending my talk on this right away. I'm just kidding. It's not bad for a grain whiskey. Oh my gosh. You know what? I could sit and talk about this all day, fellas. I really could. I wish I knew a little bit about, I don't know a thing about it, but I definitely could talk about that. I do like whiskey and stuff. I'm not so much of a... I'll have rum once in a while, but I find rum a little, I don't know if it's sweeter or what it is, but I don't mind a not bad rum. I like, what's a good rum? Oh gosh, there's one from Barbados. It's a really nice, oh gosh, what is it? Not, Captain Morgan's is good, but there's another one. It's not Bacardi, it's... Appleton. I like Appleton rum. If I had to drink rum, I wouldn't mind a Appleton rum. And I like the brown rums, the rums from the islands, better than the clear rum. I can't drink. I remember my dad when I was younger. The only thing he ever drank was rum. Bacardi's rum, the clear stuff. I couldn't drink that stuff's like turpentine to me. The only thing I could drink is like Appleton's or Captain Morgan's, like the brown rum. Oh, the spiced rum. Oh, that's the best. But I still like whiskey better. Desmond Donder says, Laugh out loud. My son likes Jack Daniels. I know I'm a failure as a parent. No, Desmond's. I like Jack Daniels too. You know, it's funny. When I was younger, I didn't so much, but I really enjoy. I really enjoy a whiskey on. I can't drink a lot of it, but I do love it. I do like it. Art Morb says, in my area, Blanton's is outselling all others. Have you guys heard of it? No, Frank. You know what? I'm going to write that one down. Is that the name of the... Let's see that. What is that? Blanton. Is that the name of the company, or is that the name of a... Let me see. Sorry. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to write it down. Blanton's must be... Am I saying that correct? Blanton's? I'm going to have to take a look at it. Like I said, that Evan Williams, I only know it because I came across it and it was a reasonably priced. There's probably a million other ones. And that's the thing. In the United States, there's a million more choices than there are here. We get like the basic choices. You know, not the basic. We get a majority of what you get. But, you know, if you're looking at craft beers, if you're looking at a lot of different choices, you're going to have probably like, for our, like 5 or 10 different choices, there's probably about 20 or 30 more choices there. But Frank says Blanton's is the main name of it. Okay, I see what you're saying. I'll have to take a look, Frank. I don't, and it could just because I'm not up on all the names like I might have been previously. Well, it's been many years. Literally, you know, when you get to a certain point, it becomes like Old Faithful. You start drinking exactly. You drink the same things once in a while. I'll change it up, but I tend to go back to the Old Faithfuls because I'm afraid if I buy something, you know, it's going to be there forever, or I'm going to drink it too quick. Desmond's daughters laugh out loud. I like a good Scotch malt whiskey and some Irish whiskey. You know what, Dave? I don't think I've ever had Scotch before in my life. You know what? Yeah, I can be honest. I've never had Scotch before in my life. Is it? What's it like? I've never had it, so I may have to try one day. I've never had it. Our Morbus says, in our area it goes out of stock as soon as we get a few bottles on high demand. Yikes. You know what, Frank, I'm going to look at it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ask my brother, like I said, lives down that, well, not in Chicago, but he lives in Illinois, so he will, and my brother likes to partake in a few drinks on the weekend and stuff, so I will ask my brother, and maybe next time, we don't unfortunately get there like we used to. We end up, you got to stay in the hotel, and it's pricey to stay where we stay down there, so we don't get down there as much as we like. So usually my brother comes home, and I'd like to go down, only we haven't been there in a couple years now, but yeah, he usually comes home. He was home for Christmas. It was the first time in 9 years that he'd been home. Like, comes home at least twice a year, but it's the first time in 9 years that he was home. So my mother, we see her once a week and that, but she's by herself now. So she was so excited to have like the family home and that. But maybe if I think he usually brings my mom a bottle of rum or something every time he comes home because it's fairly cheap and that to pick him up. So maybe I'll have to ask him. Maybe if he could maybe pick a bottle of that up, but maybe pick it up before he comes home, just in case it comes out. Razarama, I'm here, Jeff. Oh, Raza, thanks very much. No worries, Raza. I mean, if you hear, that's awesome, but if you're busy, I understand that too, Raza, but I do appreciate it, my friend. Desmond's daughter says, have you got about 6 weeks to me? Wait a second. Have you got about 6 weeks for me to talk about all the different malts? Dave, I would... Oh, look at that. He disappeared. It's like he's coming from a different set. Dave, you know, we could probably make one day a week sitting here talking about talking about drinks for sure. I think, you know, there'd be a few good choices for everybody to talk about. But, you know, that would be kind of interesting. It would be. Let's see. Here we are. Let me just take a sip. So how are you doing? Are you...
Good.
Are you bored or are you okay?
I'm looking for something to eat before swimming.
Okay, you find something then. Okay. Our son, he's got swimming lessons just after 5:30 tonight, but we have to pick up my wife. I have to leave here by 4 o'clock today. As you can see, I didn't have to leave to pick him up from school today because he was out. But needless to say, he's in the kitchen trying to get something in the fridge. He says, I'm hungry. I want something before I go to swimming. Desmond Saunders. Dave says, "Oh, look at that! He just disappeared." Dave says, "I feel a set of videos coming on." Dave, that would be, you know what? I would definitely watch. I imagine a few of us would. I think you might have come on to something, Desmond Saunders. I think that actually would be. You know what? I think you would get a lot of people watching those. At least you get myself and Art Morbid, I'm sure. But I'm sure there'd be a lot of people that would probably definitely watch it. I think, you know what? I know there's, I see some of the fellas doing the craft beer channels and stuff like 21090 Brewing and Craft Beer Pours and the Bearded Beer Man and all those fellas. But there's a lot of people that do like beer stuff. But I don't know. I know, is it Hillbilly Reviews or something? I forget. He does reviews out of either Kentucky or Tennessee. I can't think exactly where he's located, but I think that gentleman may have worked for one of the distilleries over the years. I bet you know what? He would love to talk to you, Dave Desmond Saunders. He's the only person I know on all the channels I watch that does does reviews on that. So, Dave, I think that would be actually a great one for you to do. Or Morbid, how about a curve? Is it Cavachier Cognac or Curvers? Frank, I can't even pronounce that. I know what you're saying, but I can't even think of it. The only thing about there used to be a clip on. I don't know if you ever watched Saturday Night Live like 20 years ago or so. There used to be this fella, a comedian named Tim Meadows, and he used to do this character on Saturday Night Live called. What was he? He used to come on and talk about Cavachier and what was he? He was the ladies' man with Tim Meadows. Oh my gosh, he was the funniest character ever. But if you didn't watch it, then it makes no sense. But if you ever saw Tim Meadows play this guy named the ladies' man on Saturday Night Live, he used to come out and talk about Cavachier and all this. I don't know if I'm pretty sure that's not what that is, but I just saw the word and in my head. The first thing came is Cavachier, and I know that's probably not what that word is, but oh my gosh, sorry about that. Look at me, I went off on a tangent as usual. My gosh, wouldn't that be good? Hey Frank, wouldn't that be good? That might be a good installment for Dave from Desmond Saunders, wouldn't it? Malt Monday. See what Lindsay thinks, Dave. There you go, Dave. You could get on Mondays and have a drinking contest, do Google Hangouts with people, have them sit up on your panel, and everybody try this one today, and today we're going to try malt such and such. Everybody has to have it in front of them, and then they take a sip, and then next week they're testing another one. I think you might have something there, Dave, or just even talking about them. I think those would be fantastic. Razorama, all my videos on YouTube record with the Samsung Galaxy Edge S8. Oh wow, that's amazing, Razzle, that's amazing. It does, doesn't it, Frank? Razzle, they look very cinematic. They do look cinematic, don't they? They do. I thought it was like Razzle. They're absolutely amazing. They really are. Desmond Saunders says, not a real brandy fan. I don't know if I could drink. I've had brandy, but yeah, the sipping brandies. I don't know about that, Dave, whatsoever. Razzle says, I would be back to your channel after finished Jeff's live because I would give my full favor, Art Morbid. Yes, I probably won't stay on long. Probably the next 10 or 15 minutes they'll stay on for, and then I'll be off. I don't usually stay on this long because usually I have to go pick my son up, but I mean, if there's people on, I'll stay on for a few minutes, but if not, I'll just close it up. But it's nice to have everybody here today. It really is. Yes, Art Morbid says, Desmond Saunders, yes, do it. I'd watch for sure. So would I. David, Desmond Saunders, Art Morbid and myself would watch. I'm sure there's tons of other people, not tons, I'm sure that'd be a huge thing. And I don't know enough about it, so I know what I like, but I'm interested in watching. Because I find I learn a little bit more. For me, my hobby, I like watching these videos on a lot of stuff. Like when you do your reviews and that, and you talk about things, Art Morbid, I don't know enough about this kind of stuff. I learn as I watch. I'll never be an expert. I know that for sure. But I enjoy it. It's something. It's like music. I dabble a little bit with the guitar, and I did for years. But I'll never be a professional musician in any way. For me, it's a hobby and something I enjoy. But the same here. Like I love doing this, and it's for fun. I try to improve little by little, and watching people and watching tutorials on stuff. But I like watching the reviews and saying this is a good item to to purchase, or this is if you did it this way. I like, because sometimes I don't always put things into effect because I don't always have the funds to do it, but I love watching, and I think that would be a good thing. Art Morbid says the same thing, Desmond's Donders. I think that'd be a great video, and I think there's a lot of people that would probably, I think there'd be a lot of people that like to watch it, because, like I said, I don't know enough about it, and I think it'd be something to see. Art Morbid says, Desmond's Donders, you need a green screen with a giant bottle of whatever you're taste testing in the back. Oh gosh, wouldn't that be amazing? It would be. Posh Cats Camping, we have Talisker Tuesday at Desmond's Donders. Posh Cats Camping. May I ask, what's I know I'm messing it up, but what is Talisker Tuesday, Posh Cats Camping? Desmond's Donders, I already put out a video on Tuesday, Trev. Oh gosh. Art Morbid, I would do Coffee Friday with a giant coffee pot in the background. You know what, Frank? That would be a great thing. You should do that. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. You know what? Can you imagine that? You know, I don't have anything. We have Sunday, Joe and I do a show together, so we call it the Jeff and Jojo show. It just kind of it's a time when she gets on, and the only time of the week usually she comes on, so we have fun with that. And I started calling Tuesday Tube Tuesday. I didn't know what to call it a few weeks ago, Tuesday show, so I was watching something, it said something like Tube Tuesday on YouTube or something. I thought, oh wow, you know, that'd be a great name. So now every Tuesday I just call it Tube Tuesday. It's not that I have some specific, but if you had something like that, like the coffee and the Dave, what if you're talking about reviewing like different liquors and stuff like that, liqueurs or beers or whatever, I definitely watch. I would. Let's see here. Desmond's Donner says, okay, I will do a series. I have already done a few reviews of whiskey I drink. Well, you know what? I think it would be something a lot of people would be interested in. I think if Big Keg heard about this, Dave, I think he'd be quite into watching. I'm pretty sure he would. Posh Cats Camping says Talisker is a Scotch whiskey. Okay, Talisker is a whiskey. Okay. Desmond's Donders, Trev, Scotland makes whiskey, not whiskey. Oh gosh. Our Morbid Frank says, idiot of the day, I need a blonde girl drinking coffee in my background. Big judge. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine calling your Frank, you need to do can you imagine Tuesdays, Cha-Cha Tuesdays? Okay, I'm gonna get in trouble for saying it, but Frank, yeah, can you imagine calling your Tuesday that'd be actually pretty funny. Any ladies on here, you know, we're just joking around, but that would be a good name for a Tuesday. That'd be a good one for a Tuesday, Art Morbid. Oh gosh, yeah. See, Frank, you've got a couple that would watch it. Dave from Desmond's Donders and myself would watch it. Posh Cats Camping's laughing. Oh gosh, I think a few of us might watch it. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Let's see. Well, maybe last another minute or two, and then I'll call it a day. And that it's been it's been a lot of fun today. It really has. You know what? You know, I thought at first I just wanted to get this goofy program, this ChromaCam, to work and stuff. And I mean, it works. I mean, it is glitchy, but it works, and I like how it turned out. In that, like I said, the image, if the glitchiness could get removed, that'd be even more fantastic. But I think I'm gonna look probably in the next day or two about green screen on Amazon or something. Our Morbid Frank says, on that note, I gotta run. Been great hanging out. See you guys soon. Yeah, Frank, it's been great, and I really appreciate it sticking in there. You have a good one, Frank. We'll see you again. But yeah, we'll have to watch out for Tuesday specials from Frank, and you know, Desmond's Donders specials on the drinks and stuff. Anyways, thanks, Frank. I appreciate it, Art Morbid. Have a good one. I appreciate it. It was fun. I really had a good time here, everybody. You know, it was fun today. It was fun. Well, let's see here. Give me a second. There we are. Well, on that note, I guess I probably should call it a day here. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I think I'm going to get Joe to do an unboxing, as we say today. Poshcats Camping, been a nice boys evening out tonight. Thanks, guys. Poshcats Camping, thanks again for coming. Thanks for coming, everybody. Desmond's Donders, everybody else that came. Not that I art more, but everybody here. There's a ton of people that came, and I really appreciate each and every one of you for coming today. It's been a lot of fun, really a lot of fun. I can't say enough about it, but I guess I should go, and like I said, we'll probably do a quick one tonight, later on, probably 7:30, 8 o'clock once we get home from swimming and get dinner into us. But like I said, it literally will be just there. No one would get an announcement. It would just, we go live, it'd be on for 5 or 10 minutes. We just want to, and people can watch it later if they want, or not watch it, whatever. But literally we'll do one just to show what we got in the mail, and we'll go from there. But anyways, everybody, thank you again for coming. I really appreciate it. It's been good. Everybody have a good day and evening, and we'll see you tomorrow, and have a good day, everybody. Thanks again, okay? Have a good day. Bye-bye.